Hi, I'm Jesse with Canine Perspective, and today we're going to talk about what are prong collars and why do they look the way they look. Um, so throughout the years when doing consultation with prospective clients, it's surprising to me how many of them will show up to a consultation with their dog on a prong collar and not understand why it's designed the way it's designed and how it's applied or what it's used for. A lot of times when clients buy uh, a prong collar on their own, they look at this and they go, "Oh, that thing looks mean and nasty, right? Like it's got spikes on it that are meant to hurt the dog, so that the dog will stop pulling, for example. Because when the dog pulls, it's going to put tension on the collar here, which is going to constrict around the neck, and that pain or discomfort is going to deter them from pulling, and that's incorrect. This is a training tool. We do need to teach the dog how to understand it, what to do in response to when they feel the pressure, what is it communicating, but it can also be used as a correctional device. But then also, the reason why it's designed this way is because it's meant to mimic a dog bite. Okay, so dogs nip and bite each other. They nip and bite each other through play. They nip and bite each other through a form of correction. They nip and bite each other as a form of protection, right? So here, this tool was simply meant to mimic a dog bite. So that we can communicate with them on the way that they understand instinctually. Okay, so this is what we would classify as an aversive tool. Aversives are meant to deter things. So like, for example, if a dog is being reactive and if I'm using a prong collar and I gave a quick bite of, a quick pull of the chain to create that quick biting motion, that bite is meant to correct and then deter the leash reactivity. Okay, so it's essentially telling the dog no in the dog language. But there's also more subtle ways of using a prong collar. So for example, if I lightly pull up on the prong collar slowly, right? My wrist is a little too thin here, but if this dog was on a dog's neck, it would go to a certain point, creating that biting pressure. So if it's pulling up and then biting against the neck, the dog goes, "I don't like this," and we would see them put their butt down. And then the moment they put their butt down, everything would stop. The biting pressure would relinquish, and the dog goes, "Okay, you wanted me to put my butt down because the moment uh, I seated myself, the tension on the leash and the prong collar disappeared, and that becomes now active communication. Okay, which is why when we're applying any kind of training tool, whether it's a gentle leader, prong collar, remote collar, or whatever other tool you might be using, is that the dog is taught what the collar itself is communicating, so that when we use that tool, whether to reinforce something and or to correct something, the dog understands why it's happening. Okay, it's not as simple as we're going to toss this tool on the dog and the tool magically fixes the problem. Okay, so next time you see a dog with a prong collar, know the dog's not in any pain. Know the owner's not torturing the dog. This is literally designed to mimic a dog bite, which of course is a dog's instinctual way of communication. Okay, I'm Jesse with Canine Perspective, and thank you for watching.